All right, we remain in early warning weather alert mode as initially we're dealing with still some gusty wind across the state, but then our attention will be shifting to the threat for accumulating snow as we head into the day tomorrow. We'll time that out with Futurecast in just a moment, but in the meantime, early warning pinpoint Doppler, the state's only live radar. It is scanning clear and dry, and it will do so through the rest of today. And here are the most recent wind gusts across Connecticut, anywhere from 25 to 35 miles an hour. They can see one at Windsor Locks to 37. So certainly still quite intense, but nowhere to the extreme as Yesterday, Windsor Locks, for instance, had a wind gust to 63 miles an hour. And that wind direction, of course, out of the northwest, filtering colder air into the state. Keep in mind our normal high is around 42 degrees. Today, inland will take a run at 30 and along the shoreline top out in the mid-30s. But right now, 29 in Hartford, 25 Waterbury, 31 in Norwich, and 34 in New Haven. And the sustained winds are still up, say, 10 to 25 miles an hour, adding that extra chill to the air. So feeling more like the teens and many communities, even still some single digits in the Northwest Hills. Feels like 17 in Harting, 18 right now in Meriden. So as we look at Futurecast through the rest of this afternoon, basically what you see is what is on tap for the next several hours, right on through the evening commute, as the wind will still remain up, but it's certainly, again, not as strong as yesterday and begins to relax a bit later on tonight. So our ICAM view from Torrington, just showing some fair weather clouds up in the Northwest Hills, plenty of blue sky, a nice scene also from Middletown. Looking downstream of the Connecticut River, we've got dry roads, of course, statewide. You can see how the clouds are casting shadows as the clouds are moving overhead here on the green in the Elm City of New Haven. Great visibility, as we can see the sleeping giant off along the horizon, and certainly the flag is up as the wind continues to be rather gusty, looking live from New London. So throughout the Northeast, not too much happening right now, just again some scattered fair weather clouds. And the storm system that's heading in our direction for later tomorrow doesn't really look like too much right now. In the northern plains, little disturbance producing some snow across the Dakotas into Minnesota. That swings in our direction later in the day tomorrow, and that will bring with it that chance for snow just in time for the evening commute. It's going to start fairly scattered and light at the beginning and then becoming more widespread tomorrow night. So here's Futurecast, 7 o'clock in the morning. Clouds will be on the increase, but the snow really doesn't kick in until late in the afternoon, say around 4 or 5 o'clock. Again, scattered and light and primarily northwest Connecticut, as Futurecast is depicting here. And as we head into the overnight hours tomorrow, as we head towards, say, 11 o'clock tomorrow evening, snow really statewide, and this is when it's going to start to really add up across the state. 4 o'clock in the morning, you can see it's already beginning to taper off, or at least become less in coverage. And as we head toward daybreak Thursday, the snow is moving offshore, and we expect some partial clearing to take place as we head throughout the morning hours on Thursday. So by the time we get to Thursday morning, we could see 2 to 5 inches. If shaded northern Connecticut, and a little bit of some blue here indicating that's where we could see those 5-inch totals. Lesser amounts, say 1 to 2 inches, perhaps 3 throughout the southern half of the state. So on our 7-day forecast, once we get past Thursday, Friday looks to be like a dry day now. The chance for snow that we once had for Friday morning does not look as prevalent anymore. So I think a partly to mostly cloudy start to the day. Then for the upcoming weekend, another storm system arrives, and it looks to be coming in perhaps a little bit later. So I think midday Saturday into Saturday evening, looking at the threat for some snow, a little wintry mix, perhaps some rain based on how the storm tracks. But regardless, behind that for Sunday, turning colder and windy, but dry, and then dry as well for Monday of next week. For shoreline highs, mid-30s today, near 30 tomorrow, upper 30s on Thursday, then low 40s on Friday. So.